Hi students. In the hybridization, the next type of hybridization is sp3. sp3d3. Here the definition for the sp3d3 hybridization is the process of intermixing of one s orbital plus three p orbitals 3p orbitals and 3d orbitals. 3d orbitals is called as sp3d hybridization, and after mixing how many hybrid orbitals will we will get? That is 7 hybrid orbitals. 1 plus 3 plus 3 total 7 hybrid orbitals formation occur, that is sp3d3 hybridization. One s orbital and 3 p orbitals. Here s orbital means it is a spherical shaped orbital, and 3 p orbitals, one px, another one is py, and the next one is pz orbital. And here 3d orbitals means dx square y square orbital. This is a dx square y square orbital, and next one is a dz square orbital. Actually dz square orbital and dxy orbital. These are involving in the hybridization. This is a dxy, this is x-axis, this is y-axis, and this is the z-axis. Okay, so these three are involving and forming totally 7 hybrid orbitals. The 7 hybrid orbitals are arranged in the pentagonal bipyramidal shape. Here 7 how means 5 orbitals are present in one plane. So please see here, I am writing 5 orbitals. This is one hybrid orbital, this is second hybrid orbital, this is third hybrid orbital, fourth hybrid orbital, and fifth hybrid orbital. All these 5 are present in same plane, and this is above the plane and this is below the plane. So these are present in same plane, and this is having what type of shape means the shape of the molecule is sp3d3 means it is pentagonal pentagonal bipyramidal. The shape is pentagonal bipyramidal, and it is having two different types of bond angles. 5 orbitals present in one plane. 5 are present in one plane means total 6 360. 360 by 5 means how much we will get? That is 72. And what is the other angle possible is this orbital and this orbital are present above the plane, below the plane, means it is 5 orbitals, it is above the plane, or this is below the plane. So they are making 90 degrees angle. So two different types of bond angles are possible in sp3d3, and also in some other we gave, that is sp3d hybridization, that is 120 90 degrees, and in the remaining all we have only one type of bond angle. Okay, that is sp3d3 hybridization. An example for this molecule is formation of if7, iodine heptafluoride. Okay, we will check that if7 formation. Here if7 molecule formation, and in this if we are taking the if7 formation, first thing is the configuration of if7 we can write as krypton. It is a krypton 4d10 5s2 5p5, mean this is actually the valence shell. Okay, the remaining shell, no need to remember. It is only involving in the hybridization process. 5s2, 5p5, and 5d is also vacant. And this is the ground state configuration. And total, if you are taking this 5s2 and 5p, here it is having two electrons, and this is having one, two, three, four, five, and one electron is jumping into 5d orbital, which is vacant. Okay, this is 5 orbitals, and this electron is jumping. This electron is jumping from this to the 5d orbital. So we are getting 5p4 and 5d1. And again another electron is jumping into the another orbital, and we are getting second excited state, that is 5p3, 5d2. And the third electron is also jumping into the third orbital of the 5d. So here we are getting, what is the configuration means 5s1 and 5p3 and 5d3 configuration. So one electron from 5p and second electron also from 5p, third electron from 5s are jumping. So this is called as third excited state configuration. Third excited state configuration. In the third excited state, in the valence shell, it contains 5s1 and it is having 5p3 and this is having 5d3. 1, 2, 3. And now these are undergoing to intermixing to form sp3d3 hybrid orbitals. And suppose if a fluorine is taken, fluorine is 9 atomic number, we know already 1s2, 2s2, 2p5. The 2p5 is having one electron in the unpaired state. This unpaired electron, 2pz electron, will participate in the reaction in overlapping with the sp3d 3 hybrid orbitals. So I am writing the iodine hybrid orbitals, 7 hybrid orbitals here. This is one hybrid orbital, this is the second hybrid orbital, and this is the third hybrid orbital, this is the fourth hybrid orbital, this is fifth hybrid orbital. All these 5 are present in same plane, and this is above the plane and this is below the plane. Okay, and here each hybrid orbital are having one electron, and now the fluorine 2pz orbital. 2pz orbital means it is also dumbbell shaped. It is overlapping. It is a fluorine 2pz orbital with one electron overlaps and forms a sigma. Always linear overlapping by the hybrid orbitals sigma sp3 d3 p bond. Similarly, it is also overlapping linearly fluorine, and this is also sigma sp3d3. So such type of 7 sigma sp3d3 bonds are formed. Okay, and next this one. So all these are fluorine atom 2pz orbitals. So if the structure is taken iodine, and here this is 1, this is 2, 3, 4, 5. All these 5 are present in same plane. Same plane we can indicate in a dotted line, and above the plane we are having one fluorine atom. Below the plane we are having another fluorine atom, and this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fluorine atoms. So it is a pentagon. This is a pentagon or 5 atoms, pentagonal bipyramidal. So to above the fluorine, one pyramid we can make, and below to fluorine, another pyramid. So pentagonal bipyramidal. So this is a pentagonal bipyramidal structure for sp3d2 hybridization. Here the bond angle we are getting is 72 degrees. Here the bond angle we are getting is 90 degrees. That is about sp3d3 hybridization. Okay. Now see, after the different types of hybridization, formation of C2H6 molecule. In C2H6 molecule, what is the hybridization we are having for the carbon atoms is sp3. How I can calculate sp3 hybridization means we will give the hybridization calculation and finding a short trick also I will give, later I will give. So first carbon atom, I am taking the first excited state configuration directly. It is the first excited state configuration. Please remember. Okay. And then we are getting sp3 hybridization means what? This s orbital and this p orbitals are forming sp3 hybridization. How many hybrid orbitals? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 hybrid orbitals we are having. So each carbon atom is having 4 hybrid orbitals. Now I am writing one carbon atom with 4 hybrid orbitals. So please see, this is one hybrid orbital and this is the second hybrid orbital. This is third hybrid orbital. This is the fourth hybrid orbital. So 4 hybrid orbitals of one carbon atom. We have 2 carbons. In these 2 carbons, 1 carbon atom we are writing. So this is 1 carbon atom. This is 1 carbon atom. Please remember 1 carbon atom. And next I am writing second carbon. So here second carbon I am writing. This is 1 hybrid orbital of second carbon. And this is the another hybrid orbital of second carbon. This is the third hybrid orbital. Fourth hybrid orbital I am directly making a bond. Here each contains a single electron now. Here this is one electron, this is another electron, this is another electron, this is another electron. At each carbon we have 4 single electrons on each hybrid orbital. Each hybrid orbital has 1 electron. And here also we have 3 hybrid orbitals. This is 1 electron, this is second electron, this is third electron. Please see, I am writing the fourth hybrid orbital directly by making a bond. Okay, it is making a bond. What type of bond is formed here? This is another sp3 hybrid orbital of second carbon atom. This is also carbon. Please remember, this is also carbon. 2 carbon atoms. First carbon atom, 4 hybrid orbitals. These are second carbon atom, 4 hybrid orbitals. So what type of hybrid orbital is this? Yes, this is a sp3 hybrid orbital of first carbon. It is the sp3 hybrid orbital of second carbon. Okay, they are making a sigma bond here. How? By the intermixing of two sp3 hybrid orbitals are not intermixing, overlapping. So this is an internuclear axis. Through the internuclear axis they are overlapping. So they forms a sigma sp3 and sp3. 2 hybrid orbitals also involved in sigma bond formation. Not only one hybrid and one pure orbital, 2 hybrid orbitals also involved. And here sp3 hybrid orbital of one carbon and sp3 hybrid orbital of second carbon involving hybrid in intermixing, in overlapping and forming sigma sp3 bond. And this is the overlapped area. Next, what about these hybrid orbitals? Here 3, here 3, totally 6 we have. And now see how many hydrogens we have? 6 hydrogens. So each hydrogen means it is 1s1 spherically shaped s orbital having a single electron. Now that 1s1 orbital will overlap with the hydrogens sp3 hybrid orbital and it is forming here, this is forming sigma sp3 s bond. Why it is sp3? This is sp3 hybrid orbital. It is also sp3 hybrid orbital, sp3 hybrid orbital. And so this sp3 orbital and 1s orbital of hydrogen forming a sigma sp3 s bond. Similarly, the another hybrid orbital is forming another sigma bond with hydrogen. Okay, this is another hydrogen, and next this is another hydrogen. Okay, and here, so this is a sigma bond, and here also a sigma bond, here also a sigma bond. So if you see how many sigma sp3s bonds we are having means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So a carbon and carbon I am taking first. Okay, and in between a carbon and carbon we are making a bond. That single bond is because of what type of orbitals? Sigma sp3 sp3. Linear overlapping and sigma sp3 sp3 bonding is formed. Next, there is other type of bonds 1, 2, 3. One hydrogen, second hydrogen, third hydrogen. And here also 1, 2, 3. What are those bonds? They are called as sigma sp3. Yes, and this is also sigma. So if you are writing more times, you will get confusion. So all CH bonds are sigma sp3 s bonds. So what type of bond? How many sigma bonds we are having means totally 7 sigma bonds we are having. In the 7 sigma bonds, there is two types. One is sigma sp3 sp3, and the remaining 6 are sigma sp3 s bonds. So this is C2H6 molecule formation. So please remember how C2H6 molecule formed means two carbon atoms are first overlapping linearly with their hybrid orbitals and forms a sigma sp3 bond. Next, the remaining hybrid orbitals of each carbon are overlapping with the hydrogen atoms linearly and makes sigma sp3 s bonds. So in total 7 sigma bonds are present. Out of these, two types are there. One is sigma sp3 sp3, second is sigma sp3 s bonds. This is a C2H6 molecule formation. The next one is C2H4 formation. Here in the C2H4 molecule formation also same carbon, it is sp2 hybridized. How it is sp2 we will see later. 1s2, 2s1 and 2p3. 2s1, 2p3 means here it is having totally, what is the excited state? First excited state. In the first excited state, this type of configuration is observed. In this, it is undergoing to sp2 hybridization only. Please remember carefully, these are sp2 only. Means 1s orbital and 2p orbitals. Very, very important. 2p orbitals are only involving, not 3. 2 only involving, not 3. Okay. So 2 orbitals are only involving and forming sp2. sp2 means 3 hybrid orbitals we will get. And this is what? This is a pure orbital, or we can call it as unhybridized orbital. So please find the rules. Unhybridized orbital. Pure orbitals or unhybridized orbitals doesn't form sigma bond. Sorry, doesn't forms. These pure or unhybridized orbitals forms pi bonds mainly. Okay, whenever there is a carbon atom, and in this some are hybrid orbitals and some are unhybrid orbitals, the unhybrid orbitals or pure orbitals forms mainly pi bonds. So in brackets you remember here, form pi bonds. They form pi bonds. Okay, now I am writing for each carbon how many hybrid orbitals we have? 3 hybrid orbitals we have. Totally 3 hybrid orbitals we have. So I am writing now for first carbon 1 hybrid orbital, and this is the second hybrid orbital, and this is the third hybrid orbital. Okay, each hybrid orbital contains single electron now. So this is one single electron, this is another, and this is another. Now I am writing second carbon atom. Second carbon atom means here we are having second carbon. This is one hybrid orbital, and this is second hybrid orbital, and this is the third hybrid orbital. Directly I wrote with overlapping. So what type of orbital is this? It is sp2, and this is also sp2. This is also sp2. Okay, and here this is also sp2 hybrid orbital, sp2 hybrid orbital, sp2 hybrid orbital, sp2 hybrid orbital. Okay, now if you are going for pure orbital, here each carbon has a pure orbital also now. Very good, please remember that pure orbital first. Okay, whenever we are having a pure orbital, then here the pure orbital of this carbon atom I am indicating with a dotted line. Please remember, the dotted line orbital is a dumbbell shaped pure orbital. This is pure orbital. And here it has dumbbell shape now, not like hybrid orbital. Pure orbitals means without hybridization, atomic orbital, p orbital is having dumbbell shape. It is suppose 2pz or 2px, whatever it may be. And then it is also having one electron. Please see, it is also having one electron. And now for this carbon, I am writing the pure orbital. This is the pure orbital on this carbon atom. And it is also having a single electron. Okay, now what we already wrote, a sigma sp to sp2 bond is formed, sp2 orbital and this sp2 orbital formed a sigma bond over, and after the sigma bond formation between two atoms, what is all the other bonds means, they are pi bonds only. In between two atoms, if one sigma bond is formed, the remaining bonds, whatever may be forming, are pi bonds only. Between those two atoms, the remaining bonds are pi bonds only. Why means, once only linear overlapping is possible. The second linear overlapping is not possible. Okay, what is the next overlapping? Sidewise overlapping. Here see, this pure orbital and this pure orbital overlap sidewisely. This is called as lateral overlapping. Here, this is a pure orbital. This is sidewise overlapping and forms a pi bond. So please remember, in C2H4 molecule, between two carbon atoms. So here this is a carbon-carbon. Between two carbon, one sigma bond is present and one pi bond is present. One sigma, one pi bond is present. What about the remaining hybrid orbitals? What they will do? Here we have 4 hydrogens now. How many hybrid orbitals remain? 1, 2, 3, 4. So these 4 hybrid orbitals we are having, and those hybrid orbitals will mix up with the hydrogen atoms. Okay. So here this is mixing with another hydrogen, and here also mixing with another hydrogen, and here it is mixing with another hydrogen. So in this way, they forms what type of bond? Sigma sp2s, because hydrogen is s orbital and sp2 orbital of carbon. Linear overlapping, they form sigma sp2s bond. So here they are forming the remaining bonds. Here I am writing, this is 1, this is 2, and this is 3, and this is 4. So here what type of bonds are these 4? Yes, they are sigma sp2s bonds. Here it is also sigma sp2s bond. This is a pi bond, this is a sigma bond. Here it is sigma sp2s bond. It is also sigma sp2s bond. Okay, this is a C2H4 formation. Okay. So in C2H4, totally 5 sigma bonds, 1 pi bond is present. In these 5 sigma bonds, one is sigma sp2 sp2. The remaining are sigma sp2 s bonds. Okay. The next one is C2H2 formation. Carbon atom is sp hybridized. Here C2H2 means it is 1s2, 2s1, 2p3 in the first excited state. The configuration is in first excited state. 2s1 1 electron, 2p3 means 1 electron, 2 3. And in this first excited state, what is the hybridization here? sp. sp means this is sp. What about the remaining two? A pure orbital. This is a pure orbital and this is also pure orbital. So how many pure orbitals we have? Two. How many hybrid orbitals we have? Two. So two pure orbitals are unhybridized orbitals and two hybrid orbitals we have at each carbon. Please remember. So now I am writing one carbon atom. So this is one hybrid orbital and this is the second hybrid orbital of the first carbon. And second carbon atom I am writing. This is one hybrid orbital and this is the second hybrid orbital directly overlapped, and each sp hybrid orbital, suppose this is sp hybrid orbital and this is sp hybrid orbital. It is also sp hybrid orbital, sp hybrid orbital. Each hybrid orbital is having one unpaired electron and this is the unpaired electron. Okay, so that is overlapping linearly. Here, by the linear overlapping, what is formed first? A sigma bond. Sigma sp bond is formed. Next, here each carbon has two pure orbitals also. Now, these are hybrid orbitals of one carbon and two pure orbitals also present. So now I am writing with dotted lines. Okay, this is pz orbital for example. And this is py. Suppose this is x-axis, this is y, and this is z. Okay, and next, second carbon atom, py orbital, that is a pure orbital, and pz orbital. And these pure orbitals are also having single electron. This is one and this is one single electron. Here also it is having single electron. Okay. Now the pure orbitals, what they can do? After sigma bond formation between two atoms, the other possibility is only pi bonds. So this pz orbital, please see, pz orbital and this pz orbital overlaps linearly. These two only overlaps linearly. And here also, these are only overlapping linearly and forming a pi bond. And next pi bond, see here, this orbital and this orbital. Okay. This is the another pi bond. Here this orbital and this orbital, they are making second pi bond. So this is another pi bond. So pi bond is having the overlapping above and below the plane. I said sigma bond pi bond differences. In the pi bond sigma bond differences, please check it. Sigma bond is having along the axis only, but pi bond has below and above the axis. So this is one pi bond, this is second pi bond, this is third pi bond, this is fourth pi bond. Don't please remember like. Okay, here only we have two pi bonds. What are those two pi bonds? This is one. Okay, this is one only because above the plane, below the plane, and this is second one. Okay, these are pure orbitals. Suppose this is a py orbital and this is pz orbital. Here also this is py orbital and this is pz orbital. Okay, so by this they forms a pi bond. So what about the remaining hybrid orbital? they forms a sigma bond with a hydrogen atom. So what is the sigma bond? Sigma sps. Here also another hybrid orbital. It is forming sigma sps bond. So between two carbon atoms, if we are taking, there is one sigma bond which is formed by sigma sp. This one. Okay, and next there is a pi bond only. This is a pi bond, and this is another pi bond. Two pi bonds are present. And next there is one more bond here, one more sigma bond between hydrogen, that is sigma sps bond, and another sigma bond, that is also sigma sps bond. So here totally how many sigma bonds we have? Three. In this again two types. One is sigma sp, another two are sps. This is one and this is two. And there is two pi bonds here. Two pi bonds are present, and all those two are pi p orbital p orbital. What are p orbitals? Py orbital, pz orbital. That is the C2H2 molecule formation through sp hybridization. So how we can say directly sp hybridization present in C2H2 molecule, that I will give later. Please don't confuse about that, or don't get hurry or fear. Okay, I will give the clarity how we can assign sp hybridization for C2H2, sp2 for C2H4, sp3 for C2H6. I will give clearly to find the hybridization of a molecule. Okay.